Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremayne, and today I'm going to be doing soap commentary on Bold and the Beautiful, where they have endeavored into a serious topic that affects lots and lots of people. So, in order to do this commentary, we're going to have to be grown folks, because we're talking about some grown folk subject. So, get your pearls, make sure you have them clutch ready, because we about to go there with this Quinn and Eric storyline. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Please hit that like button so YouTube sends more people our way. And we have that membership where you get early access to videos, early access to spoilers up to a week in advance. You get news throughout the week as things are coming out. I got my cooking recipes in there. And, we just have a good old time in the membership. So try it for a month. See if you like it. If you like it, hopefully, you'll stick around and be one of the members. Now, here we go. So, you know that I refer to Eric Forster as Santa Claus because of the obvious facial features. And, he's been in this storyline where, he was not touching his wife and not wanting to be around her and being all grumpy and just keeping her arm's length. Oh, you tried to mess up Brooke and Ridge marriage. Brooke and Ridge, they're everything to me, and so now you're nothing, and just treating her like crap. And so eventually he pushed her away, and then she found Mr. Goodbar. And she liked that chocolate and nuts. So she kept on tasting it. And then all of a sudden, out the blue, Eric decides, you know what? I don't want a divorce anymore. I want my wife back. Let's just put all that stuff behind us. I know they say once you go black, you can never go back. But hey, welcome back to the North Pole. Mrs. Claus, I'm sitting here waiting for you. And Quinn did what I assume she feels is the right thing, and went on ahead back to her husband, and that protects Carter and his job. She's back. Picture over the mantelpiece and all that good stuff. And now they've introduced a little twist. Now, supposedly he's explained the reason why he was pushing her away is because he has ED. If you don't know what ED is, because on YouTube you kind of can't say things right out, but that means, he can't get it up. And I remember, some of y'all can remember this out there, this show called Lovin'. Lovin' is the only soap that I know of. I didn't watch all of them. I watched a lot of them, but this is the only soap that I know of that tackled ED. And, it was newsworthy. Everybody was talking about it. And I can't remember who the characters were. I think the husband had a car accident and then stopped working, so they were trying to work through their intimacy issues, and they eventually decided there's more than one way to be intimate. And, I agree, which is why when they were doing that scene and Santa Claus said, I'm sorry, but the candy cane broke, and Quinn reached over lovingly and touched his face. And if I was writing this, I would have had her say, well, I guess we just going to have to be lesbians. Because that mouth ain't broke. What that mouth do? For real. So, even though he doesn't have a good bar like Carter, he does have working apparatus. Furthermore, we know back in the day, Quinn did a little leather, you know what I'm saying? So, even though Santa Claus, can't give Mrs. Claus what she need in that regard, why can't he just strap it on? I mean, like I said, this is grown folks conversation. We talking about grown folks stuff. Um, just because he can't get it up, don't mean he can't strap one on and take care of business for her. There's lots of ways to be intimate. Hell, if she finds his prostate, maybe a little pegging might bring a new twist to their relationship. Hell, he might even have the big O without ever having to be up. You know what I'm saying? Because that is actually where the male G spot is. So, if you want to really get down to it, we know they're going to be melodramatic. We know that they're going to be, torn. And I really think Eric is faking. I think Eric is trying to set up Quinn because he wants to catch Quinn and Carter. I'm sure he's not stupid. He probably felt like they were doing it anyway behind his back, especially with that whole, Carter answered the phone and he was with somebody. So I do have a feeling that they're not going to realistically do an ED storyline, that they're really going to turn it into gotcha, and instead of Quinn finding, and I made jokes about it, but instead of Quinn finding alternate ways, and not just Quinn, because it takes two to party, Quinn and Eric finding alternate ways to enjoy each other in the bedroom, because just because that's not sensitive, don't mean these ain't sensitive. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean that this isn't sensitive. You can give massages and be intimate. Like I said, there's lots of toys, apparatuses. They've got the money. They can have a whole dungeon good time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, that intimacy, it's here. It's not here. It's up here. So they could still find so many different ways to please each other and have a successful, loving, active marriage in the bedroom. But they both have to have an interest in thinking outside of the box. But I do not feel these writers are going to think outside of the box. I'm not sure if they'll touch on that foreplay. Could be all the play. I don't know if they're going to touch on, like I said, I named more than a few things that they could do to satisfy, if not him, her. Y'all know I ain't lying. I'm telling the whole truth. So where some people make it depressed and go, well, that one thing don't work, so I guess we can't do nothing at all. That ain't all you can do. You got other stuff that you can rely on. Like I said, massage. See, you think I was doing this for something else. No, massage. A massage can be very intimate if it's done right. I know there's a lot of selfish people out there that, massage to them is just a way to get you to give it up. But, you might massage them for an hour and they'll, like 5 minutes in, they ready to go. Go get some. And you're like, well, crap, I didn't massage you for an hour. I can't even get 10 minutes? You know what I'm saying? But being honest and keeping it all the way real, these writers don't think outside the box. I think this is just another reason for them to send Quinn back to Carter, where she'll eventually get caught again, and then they'll actually get divorced this time around. Another thing that men have done is allow their wives to do what they gotta do. That he give Carter a call and go, you know what? I'm gonna go out for a little while. Why don't you and Quinn spend about an hour together? I'll be back. There's some men that are that generous with their women, and some women that are just that generous with the men. Thinking outside of the box. Sometimes people do have open situations, where it's not about, as long as you don't add emotion to the equation, then they don't feel like that intimate part is means more. They don't feel the intimate part means as much as they feel that the intimate part is more or less just something to do to get off. But the actual relationship, the love, taking care of each other, all that other good stuff, is what they don't want you to do with that person. And, people swing all the time. Some people are open about it and some people aren't. So, there are lots of solutions that could have nipped this whole story in the bud and even just made things a little more interesting, because there are couples that are actually going through these situations. And instead of just going the conventional soap opera route, you could take any of the things that I started saying, and it doesn't have to be vulgar, but it can be done in a classy way, insinuating that Quinn has something in the drawer next to the bed, having a little black bag, and you don't have to show what's in the black bag, but no, here are all my toys, all my little, my little trinkets. But we all know they're not gonna think outside the box. They're gonna go for that easy storyline. And to anyone who is suffering from ED or in that relationship with ED or marriage, think outside the box. You can please each other even if you can't complete the job. You can still make sure your partner completes the job. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully, there weren't too many pearls clutched during this conversation. Real grown folk talk. I would love to hear what you're saying in the comment section. Do you think that, Quinn should have been like, what that mouth do? Let's go upstairs right now. Or do you feel like that's just her signal to go straight to Carter? So what would you rather happen? So let's have that to be the commentary. Do you think that they should have a true discussion of Quinn and Eric doing alternate things in the bedroom, or should she just going to head back to Carter and call it a day and get a divorce? Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.